You're looking at the electoral map. Tonight the colors are changing and moving closer to Barack Obama. The latest CNN Time magazine opinion research polls show him with a commanding lead over John McCain in several key battleground states. And as we all know, it's really in the states where this election will be won or lost. John King breaks it down for us at the Magic Map tonight. John?
Remarkable new numbers, Anderson, and they show in the midst of this economic crisis, the map is trending toward Barack Obama. I'm starting here with a map of the 2004 election, not the Electoral College map, because I want to make this point and make it very clear. Florida, a red state. George W. Bush carried it last time and the time before. Right now, our new poll shows Obama ahead, 51-47. Let's go out west here. Nevada, again, a red state last time. Our new poll shows Barack Obama ahead, 51-47. Let's move over to Minnesota. This was a blue state last time, but just barely, 51-48. Barack Obama leading here, 54-43%, a comfortable lead there. Here in Missouri, in the Midwest, Missouri has been right in every presidential election except one since 1900. Missouri has voted for the winner. Right now we have this a dead heat. Obama 49, McCain 48. McCain was ahead in this state just 2 weeks ago. And lastly, the state of Virginia. Again, look at that, a red state last time. Right now, look at these numbers, 53% for Obama, 44% for McCain. Again, 4 of the 5 states I just mentioned were red states last time. How's that all translate, Anderson? It translates into this. What you just said. In the electoral map, you need 270 to win. We now have Barack Obama leading in states with 250 electoral votes, John McCain trailing with 189. Translation, the gold states are the toss-up states. To get to 270 from this map, it's a lot easier for Barack Obama than it is for John McCain. Again, this will change, but for the sake of argument, if Barack Obama only won Florida, based on the map we have it today, he's the next president of the United States. So John McCain has to keep Florida, has to keep Ohio, has to somehow win Missouri, and then still has to do business in many of these other toss-up states, Anderson. As you look at the map tonight, a long way to go. Things can change, but advantage Obama even more so, the biggest advantage now at any time in this race when it comes to the Electoral College.
Is this all about the economy?
It is all about the economy. Here's an interesting number from a Pew Center national poll today. By a 14% margin now, voters favor Obama to handle the economy. And how is that affecting the subgroups in the polls? One of the key demographics to watch, older voters. They are among the most reliable voters. Among voters over the age of 50, under the age of 64, those who are looking at their 401ks, closest to retirements, the Pew Center says this: Barack Obama now has a 51-39% lead. That's a decent lead anyway, but just 2 weeks ago, John McCain led among those same voters 48%-43%. Translation, the more those voters closest to retirement, worried most about the financial markets, as they have watched this race over the past 10 weeks, they have dramatically trended toward Barack Obama.
John, stay with us. Let's dig deeper. Let's bring in CNN senior political analyst and former presidential advisor David Gergen and CNN senior political analyst Gloria Borger. David Gergen, as you look at that map, I mean, a clear drift for Obama, it's got to be incredibly troubling for the McCain campaign.
Absolutely. It's worth remembering, Anderson, if the election had been held 2 weeks ago, John McCain would have won. If the election were held today, Barack Obama would win and win handily. But we've still got 4+ weeks before the election is held. So it can be a lot of twists and turns between now and then. But there is no doubt that this economic crisis and the way John McCain responded to it, along with the first debate, have really shifted the momentum so that John McCain has got an uphill fight now. And very strikingly, those same seniors and near seniors that John King was just talking about who have changed their views and are beginning to change those states, a lot of those were the same people who were calling Capitol Hill, urging the Senate and the House now to pass this bill because they're seeing their nest eggs shrivel up.
So, Gloria Borgia, there are some, especially on state levels, GOP state leaders who are telling the McCain campaign, from what I read, that they should go negative, that they should use Reverend Wright, that they should try to reverse this trend. Is there time for McCain to do that? Is he inclined to do that?
Sure. There's time. You know, they do have to try and switch the subject, Anderson, because over half of the voters right now think that the economy is the key issue. The last time that happened was in 1992, when 43% of the voters said that the economy was the key issue, and Bill Clinton became president of the United States. So what John McCain has to do is try to go back to his I'm bipartisan, I'm a leader, I've got the experience, you can trust me. I think, the question in this campaign has always been, who's more of a risk? And if you look at the last 2 weeks, a lot of the voters are thinking, ironically, that John McCain is actually more of a risk when it comes to managing the economy. That's his problem.
John King, the fact that these numbers shifted so dramatically over the last 2 weeks, as David Gergen said, pointed out 2 weeks ago, John McCain very likely would have won this thing. How solid is this support for Obama? Could it just as easily shift back?
Yes, it could shift back, and we should make that crystal clear. However, it is very unlikely that the issue of the economy is going to fade. If this plan passes the House, which is still a big if tonight, and if the markets rally over the next couple of weeks, perhaps we will get back to the ground John McCain would prefer, which is leadership, commander-in-chief, not micromanaging or managing the economy from Washington, D.C., perhaps. But the map can change, there's no question about it. Anderson, to the question you just asked Gloria, what many Republicans wish for, whether he is to go negative or do something else, they want John McCain to be consistent. If you've watched him over the past few weeks, he's attacking Barack Obama one day, he's being Mr. Bipartisan the next day. Even today, he was Mr. Bipartisan, but his ads on television are highly negative on the very same issue on which he is calling for bipartisanship. What Republicans around the country would like is a single, consistent message from John McCain.
He's doing it in the same speech, Anderson. He's attacking Barack Obama and then saying now is not a time for partisanship.